happening today. A few things here and there. Mtu ameniuliza mzee uko aje? Kibe niko na depression, demu wangu ameniacha. Uko na depression kweli? Demu wangu amekuacha. Halafu what happened? What happened? Wait. What happened? Toa imekataa. You are very lucky. Very lucky. You're lucky your whip bado haijaingiana. You're very lucky. Niliwaambiaje? Niliwaambia mambo ya mademu aje. Amna pesa ya madem sai. If you're listening to me, hauna do ya madem. Very few of you can afford women right now. A woman is a great expense. Imagine demu unataka kumtoa umpeleke mahali, hata kudish tu. Maybe out. Let's say there's a girlfriend you have that you want to take out. Yeah. You must first pay for her Uber coming from her place. Wherever her place is. Let's say that's 5 sok. Mwinge club. Dema ziseme yako na njaa. Because 99.9% of the time, mademu wote, they are all hungry. Mizjai kutana demu, ana njaa. What I could eat. Your statement. I could eat. Full time. I could eat. Yeah. Are you hungry? I could eat. Yes. Boy. So, first, dem akufulize ngapi? Chigana, blah. 2,000 disappears like that. Kwa dish. To capsuline. To vitu. And add some extra cheese. Extra cheese ya nini, madam? So, we lazima ujifanye nikaa utaki kudish. Ni aje. Let us samosa. Tatu, I'm not feeling hungry. Zikamwani chwani at least to save kakitu. Already, you are down 26.50. 26.50. Yake daumbili, yako wanchwani. Na mjaitisha drinks. Ujue lazima aitishe maji, yenye hata maliza. Aitishe soda, alafu sasa ndio ingie nini? Kamnywes. Kenovia. Your life is in jeopardy. So, labda kuangalia kwa sasa aone labda ulienda kaboro cologne ya best yako akasema okay, you are a cologne borrower. What are you having? I feel like Mattel shot moja so tano kuman nina hapo lazima wangu siashu kashuka clean katembee clean. Bro, hata kumbao ni shida because sasa kashu kwako is everything. But 10K you guys is digging a new asshole, man. You guys just feeling hata we enjoy drinks. All this for senye. Na mfike kwa keja na kukazie. I didn't think that's what you want. Hey. Now to the Airbnb stories that I've been hearing about. Upeleke mtu Airbnb akukazie. Sababu labda umetumia ka 50K na kama tembea kote. Hey, these games are dangerous. You don't know who you're playing with. Hey, you might be playing with some psycho out there. You know, these guys who are going to Airbnbs are psychos. All these people are all psychos. Imagine somebody is renting a house to go fuck. You're renting a house to go fuck. This is a psychological problem. These are psychologically disturbed human beings. So lazima wafanye psyche evaluation. Squeezy, before ujaze Airbnb, are you mentally stable? Do you chew a hard on and want to fuck? Then the problem is you, blah, Knodia. So somebody's asking, who will save the youth? Save the youth from what? Mtu moja amededi, sasa tufunge kazi. Matri ngapi wa watu kila siku? Ushaisikia tumefunga matri? Wacha ni upuzi. Come on, can you be grown-ups? Can you be grown-ups? This is not a pandemic. Jana nafikiri ni watu ngapi wamefiakana. Can we have the stats vis-a-vis? Okay? We do the stats vis-a-vis. So mtu mmoja jana ameuliwa kwa Airbnb. How many people were in Airbnbs yesterday? Those stats are the ones we need to focus on. And how many deaths have there been in the last 1 month? Those stats, how many people are doing Airbnb and how many deaths? Yeah. Then we can now say it's a pandemic. But sasa kukaa mmepanic kila saa mmepanic. Hey, some Airbnbs you should not go to in this location, don't go. Wewe. How the fuck do you know? You know nothing. Wewe hakuna mtu anakudinya. Kazi yako ni kukaa kwa internet, yumbet full time. Shut up. You have no opinion. You have no right to have an opinion. Shut the fuck up. You people are the ones who are trying to destroy businesses with this nonsense vibe you keep throwing here. I think I can get my whips back. It's not working. I'll need to work on that. But yes, I was going to continue with the story. Because you guys are all psychos. Watu wote nyinyi mnaenda kwa Airbnb ni psycho. To accept hiyo is a business that is in Kenya at least is thriving on the psychos, the people who are cheaters, philanderers, you know, those kind of people. Married people who don't have a place to take the girlfriend and they cannot go to the hotel rooms because the hotel room might have CCTV. You know, you might meet somebody you know at the hotel room, but you know kwa flat unaweza sema oh, kuna rafiki yangu naenda kuona hapa. Oh, ni rafiki. Sawa. Yeah. But kwa hoteli unaingia na dem inajulikana ni kufieka. So let's stop being dramatic. We are too dramatic as Kenyans. Okay, let's stop being this dramatic. These guys who lose their shit every time something happens. Now you want to kill all the Nigerians. Why? Why? No, let's deal with individuals. Let's not talk about Nigerians. Let's deal with individuals. Who are the individuals? Let the investigation take place. Getting carried away. Why are you getting carried away, my guys? Don't we know better? Haven't we seen this game play out? And then you realize what really happened was not what was said at the beginning. But you are Yumbeting. Hey, umekuwa Mr. Yumbet himself. Wezi nyamaza, tuliza makei, wacha history endelee. This is tako. Nasuko ubaya, don't get me wrong. Let's be outraged at things we need to be outraged about. But let's wait for the story to come out completely before you get outraged. And why are you getting outraged? This is tako. Wacha watu wako karibu na udem wakwe outraged. Watu wambie udem alikuwa anafanya nini akienda Airbnb na wa Nigeria. Alikuwa ni poko. So atujui mbona whatever happened. So nobody knows what happened. No, nothing. Okay. Because hii ni biashara ya mapoko. Wa Nigeria wanaenda wanatafuta mapoko. They're not looking for normal girls on the streets. No, they're looking for hoes. So every time unaona dem akona Nigeria, he's a malaya. So hii game inachezwa na hao ndo wanajua nikaa kanjo na hoka. Wewe hakuna Nigeria unajua. Hakuna pale ukutana nao. Lakini umekasirika saa hii karibu hata uwe mtu, si ndio? You don't know any of them, you don't meet them anywhere. You wouldn't tell a Nigerian from a Ghanaian. You don't know the difference. Hakuna message umepata ati uende ukadinyani, hakuna hata moja, lakini umekasirika sana kwa nyumba. Hata huwezi kula mayai, si ndio? Umejam sana. Hey, life is bad. Hey, life is dangerous. Good to see you, Robert SFDC. Yes, sir. Thank you very much for being here, man. I appreciate that. Lobby runners, I see you as well. Khalif Karama in the house. Sami Anyembe. Hey, God great. Good to see you guys, man. Thank you for coming back to this side of heaven. Sir. What else are we doing? I had a video here, but you guys on TikTok will not be able to see it. Hey, kuna mzee leo kwa show asubuhi amekuja akatuambia he's a gym instructor. Akasema if you're a married man, jua tu demu yako anadinywa. Bro, nilifeel. And I'm not even a married man. But anaambia married men, mimi ni gym instructor. If you're a married man, jua demu yako anadinywa. Hey! Hey! Nilifeel mpaka kwa thorax. Nikasema yani, hey, hapana bana. Ai, hapana. You know how much married men sacrifice? These men sacrifice everything. This guy is having to take his bosses thrashing every morning. Ametukana, ameitwa umbwa, wewe nini? Amepelekwa tu seminar ka 50, akayapo akifundishwa sexual harassment training. Bale afanye kazi yako mahali anafundishwa how not to sexually harass anybody. He's having to sit through that puny shit. He has a female boss. He's being dominated every minute. And he has to take it. Because he has a family. And he has a wife that he loves. And they are raising some kids. eh? So this is what the guy said. Man, I was very shocked. Because I wouldn't believe that to be the case. Hey, married women, mnafinywa. Hey, madam. Muna hata break hawa wanaume sana. Mwanaume mbijipeana. Na niliwaambia, ukipata demu umempenda, jua umeshatupa mbao. Ukishampenda tu hivi, once you start having those feelings, you is a trapped. You is trapped. Now the game has changed on you. Now you are the hunted. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Get it. Get this before you lose it. Once you start liking her, oh, bro, you is the trapped one. Now you are the one now who's going to take it up the diabs. Have you eaten? How is life? Hey, you are the trapped one. And you should never be like that. You should always be the power in the relationship all the time. It doesn't matter where, when, how. Bro, you should always be the power. In every relationship. Ukiingia relationship pata wesi power. Hey, hapo nishatupa mbao. Ukishaanza kulike two days, jua ushapotea. It's time to run away. Just like the literest hobo. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. Yeah, goddamn. So yes, so a lot has been happening in Kenya. I may not be able to play all this shit, but I could try. Let's see if it's a possibility. Our former Prime Minister, Raila Odinga, today has made a wonderful, wonderful statement. He said circumcision is not a big deal, and you're a fool if you think it is. The same way he mentioned even our ladies are being cut the kinembe. I was like, Allah, for the first time, a leader is using right language. I like that. Bala ya kusema ati wanakatwa ile kikidi ya huko chini. Kinembe is a clit. You guys, everybody knows that. Raila Amolo Odinga has said that. Azizi Ule says Kenyans should apologize to Kibe and Shafi. Feminists don't like the truth. Ladies are too available for strangers. Various Escapes has a good point here. Says these days ladies are your fans. They adapt fast. They are bait and switchers. Yes, women adapt to the man. Women never fight the man. Once they find the man, whatever that man is, they wrap themselves around him and they become like him. Whatever it is he likes, they like that. Yeah, once there's a man, because a man offers something that other punies don't offer. Security, power, stability, resources. So when they find a man, they wrap themselves around him. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked at how women change. That woman who cannot listen to you, somewhere else, she's bowing down, giving a BJ every night. The one who cannot listen at all to you. There's somewhere where she's worshiping the man. Oh. A woman can be this short, she's standing, she wants to punch you. Yeah. But somewhere else, judge. So yes, Raila Amolo Odinga today made a very good statement, gave a good statement. He said, cutting of the foreskin it came with the Bible. I tend to believe that bullshit. And I don't see the necessity for it anyway. I've said that before. You guys have heard me saying that. I don't see the necessity for having to cut the foreskin. If I had my way and today I was taken back those years, I would not have cut mine. I would have said, hey, I don't see why God gave me this thing just to cut it. It doesn't make sense. Make sense aje kwako wewe? Umepewa kidole ukate wewe. Umbo wewe, enda ukakate yako kama unataka, mimi sikati. And then he equated it also to cutting of the clit, which also is what they used to call female circumcision. And then they gave it a very good term, and they called it, what did they call it? FMG, female genital mutilation, FGM. Female genital mutilation. They call it female genital mutilation. But circumcision was left as something like a ritual. So we take these poor kids and cut off their foreskin. Take these poor kids and cut off their foreskin and say, this is a ritual. This is to make you a man. And you cannot take Kikuyus out of that. Bro, right now, all the Kikuyus who are listening to me are unsubscribing. They are unsubscribing. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe this guy is saying that. Oh, you're taking our traditions away. No, I'm not taking your traditions away. Yeah. I'm not telling you, I'm not flowing with that shit anymore. Yeah, these are things I was told. I've never seen it in practice. I've never seen it make sense. Because if it was making sense right now, wouldn't we be better human beings? All these foreskins, wouldn't these foreskins have, losing our foreskins would have made us such good people? But we're not. So these rituals are useless. Hatujaendeleza Kenya. We've not moved Kenya one step further from last year to today because we cut foreskins. Give me a fucking break. So on that one, I'm with Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila Amolo Odinga, I support you 100%. There is no need to cut a foreskin. For what? There is no flaw there. It's we are the minority. The minority are the ones who are cutting foreskins. Imagine how much pain that kid has to go through just to fit in your lifestyle. And now, let me tell you the funny thing. Ladies, you don't know this, but gentlemen, let me tell you. The head of your dick is not supposed to be exposed at 100%. No, it's not. It's supposed to be covered. There was a reason. It only comes out when it's time to play. Now this thing is just rubbing on everything. You lost sensitivity 600 years ago. And just turned on all the time. No, it's not supposed to be like that. Ama mimi niko zangu. Highland says, kwani wewe hujatahiri Kibe? Unaona? Unaona vile Wakikuyu huwezi watoa hapo. Hakuna watu punitic kama Wakikuyu when it comes to male genital mutilation. There are no more punitic men in this world than Kikuyus when it comes to male. Bro, and you cannot take them out of it. Oh, never. Coming in strong at number 2. Let me tell you, this thing is such a ridiculous ritual that right now the church has run to it and has embraced it for the Kikuyus. So now the church is telling the single mothers, because now the church knows there are no men in the homes anymore. So now it's telling the single mothers, bring your boys to us and we shall do this male genital mutilation for you. We shall pretend to be their fathers for a fucking minute. Hey, okay, you're strong. Rufete yako wapi? We need Rufete in the house. Are we together? And they will shame you, and they will shame you throughout your life. Oh, you have not been circumcised. Okay, you're like, hey. Yeah? It doesn't matter what you say. They have ostracized you from that moment on. But has anybody ever asked a question, what the fuck is this? Why are we cutting this foreskin? What's the idea here? What's the idea here? Seriously, what's the idea here? Why are we cutting the foreskin? Who gave these instructions? Imagine someone. Why? Why did we decide to start cutting the foreskin? Oh, it's for health purposes. So the whole body has been created very well, but the dick. Oh, it helps with hygiene. The whole body has been created well, including the eyes and your asshole, but the dick. Sio kama unanielewa. So they will use shaming words like kehe, but that has no meaning anymore, because what does it mean to be a man anymore? Unaishi kwa nyumba ya mabati na unaita mtu ako na Range Rover kehe. It makes sense aje. This kehe of yours should have some impact. Haina impact. Because there's nothing special about getting circumcised. Anybody can. Watu wengi wanatoka hosi wakiwa circumcised nowadays. So there's nothing special about having a dick that has been circumcised. Haven't we grown enough and matured enough to start asking the hard questions? Some of these traditions we should do away with completely. If you want to get circumcised, go get circumcised. But don't make it at your ritual now. The whole village has to come together. Now we're going to circumcise. On that one, I agree with Raila Amolo Odinga. Thank you, Raila Amolo Odinga, for coming through on that one. To be circumcised, lazima. People are catching feelings. Catch all the feelings you want. Your father never had this conversation with you. Your grandparent, nobody had a conversation with you. So you, whatever you've been told, you have taken it as gospel truth. Wahenga ni akina nani? Wahenga ni akina nani? Au ni akina nani walikuwa wise wakakaa chini wakakama up na hizi vitu? With what information? From the 1800s? Wahenga ni akina nani? Nionyeshe mhenga moja mwenye alidecide saa hii lazima to cut a foreskin. Show me who that guy is. Because me, from my side of looking at things, I'm like, this is totally unnecessary. So call me the mhenga of today. I have said it is unnecessary. Completely. For what? With such little scanty information, why are we still doing it? Doesn't make sense. So, wahenga ni akina nani? Who are the wahengas? Fuck the wahengas. I am the mhenga of today. Because you make it kufikiria. You have refused to think. So I will do the thinking for you. And not only refuse to think, you have refused to speak in your own voice. So we shall never hear what you have to say. Kazi yako ni kuingia kwa internet, yumbet tu kwa internet. Yumbet, comments. Yeah, what does it mean to be a man? Because this is what they say, this mark of a true man, he's been circumcised. Who said? You guys, you are circumcised in Kayole. You should circumcise maybe when you get your first 50 million Kenya shillings. And oh, now I'm a man. Because for you to get that to that level, ataka ni kuiba, you have tried. And anyway, what is circumcision in the first place? All the shit they told us about circumcision, they said, oh, this circumcision is going to be helpful this way. It's not true. Ni uongo, walidanganya. Oh, for your health, because there is a lot of accumulation of, no, it's a lie. Oh, because of HIV, it's a lie. That's a lie. Most of the white America is not circumcising themselves. Wadosi, let me tell you what Wadosis don't do. A couple of things the Wadosis, the really rich people, they don't do. They don't circumcise. They don't vaccinate. They don't take children to public school. You, on the other hand, living in kwa nyumba ya mabati, probably you want to circumcise again. Yeah? Public school is your life, and you have 16 vaccinations with 44 more to go. The tradition only makes sense if there's a lesson behind it. And the lesson must be coming from the people who have authority over the boy. The tradition only makes sense if there's a lesson behind it. But you cannot take your boys to church and in 2 days that they have been taught how to be men. Never. The tradition only makes sense if there's a lesson behind it. In 2 days, they'll not be taught. Oh, 1 week of camping and then cut off their foreskins. Where are their foreskins going? Who's in charge of the foreskin collection committee? What are we doing with these foreskins? Are we burning them? What are we doing with them? I don't understand. Ama, just think about it. Every year, foreskins are coming from Africa. Going where? Imagine the ability of the foreskin to stretch the way it stretches. There's no material like that in the world. You can put it on your face. Just do grafting of foreskins. And Andrew Kibe has 16 foreskins. It's just a foreskin, eh? Anyway, what do I know? I'm just like Novia. What is a foreskin? You know, I was very shocked one day to find out that ngozi ya mbuzi ama kondoo inauzwa. And I was like, how? Then there's somebody who wants to buy this shit when I was a kid. I was like, yani kuna mtu anataka kubuy yani it's waste. In my mind, I was like, what would you possibly do na ngozi ya, the hide? What would you possibly do with the hide? Hiyo ngozi utafanya nayo? I cannot understand. Because I was a child, my mind was very tora, very small, literal. Singeweza kuunderstand ningefanyika na ngozi ya mbuzi aje ati watamake nini njumu. I cannot believe it. The mathematics does not add up. So let's ask, where are these foreskins going? Is there a foreskin collection agency that measures the foreskin? What are we doing? I don't understand it. Raila Amolo Odinga, thank you very much. Dr. Kingori finally quits his show. Okay. Apparently, Dr. Kingori, his real name is, let me give you his real name. Hold on tight. Real name of Dr. Kingori, Felix Omondi. Dr. Kingori, Felix Omondi, alias Dr. Kingori, quits NTV after 7 years. Mr. Those lines there. He's interviewed me once. Very interesting interviewer. Yeah, so Dr. Kingori has quit NTV after 7 years. I think he should start his own show as soon as possible. If you don't mind, Dr. Kingori, we can host you on Africa. Quick, fast. Yeah. As you keep building yourself. Open a channel there, as everybody has. And let's see where this goes. I still feel very strongly he should have left earlier. If he left like maybe 3 years ago. 3 years ago, the internet was very forgiving. You could make mistakes. So he could have built himself Nini. But now, imagine coming from that high of that kind of production. Every time you see Dr. Kingori, there's a whole serious production. There's a producer, director. There's somebody in his ear. Every time he's talking, there's somebody who's talking in his ear, like a mic. Nini. Now imagine getting all that equipments to start. Hey, I'm going to do it every day. He stayed here for 7 minutes. He was like, shit, I can't do this shit. I'm back to corporate. So now we have to wait and see whether Felix, let's see that name again. Felix Omondi will go, number one, into politics, or will he go into podcasting? Some guy is pissed off because I talked about circumcision. Oh, you shall heal. Don't worry. One day you shall heal. You shall realize even if you made a mistake. Yeah. One day. Maybe not today, but one day. So Dr. Kingori has quit, man. Imagine if he had He had the foresight to do that when it was the right time. But there's nothing like the right time anyway. What am I saying? All right. There's a guy who, you guys see that thing? There's a guy who in Mombasa. Oh, atimsia ataenda kwa media house ingine, TV 47 apparently. Yeah, these guys, you see, once you get used to that money, once you get used to that corporate money, you cannot survive outside. It's like when you take a lion. You take a lion from the time it becomes a lion, and you cage it, and every day you're feeding the lion. You know, it's in a small cage like this, this small house, and every day you're throwing a piece of meat into the cage, and you're feeding the lion every day. And then after maybe 20 years, you release the lion into the wild with other lions. Let's say 7 years. This lion doesn't know how to be a lion, doesn't know how to hunt, it doesn't know how to fight for territory, it doesn't know shit. So this lion is coming into the wild with, yes, it looks like a lion, but does not have the lion traits in it, because the lion inside it was killed a long time ago. So I'm hoping that King Ori has not been killed. Because if he has, then he has to go to another media station and go die there. And wait until another 7 years, and they get tired of him and kick him out, start over again. Hope for the best. Kibe, enlighten me. Have you ever had another tribe where boys become men, build their own? I can't tell you there's a tribe right now that is winning. I can't. I don't think there's a tribe right now that you can say, oh, this tribe is a last remaining tribe and they're the ones, unless those guys don't have the internet. When the ones who don't have the internet, those ones are winning. But if you have internet, these bitches are going to go into the internet and find out how to destroy you. That's all they look at. Go and look at your girlfriend's playlist. You guys, she's Googling how to manufacture cyanide. She's Googling, her favorite TV show is How to Get Away with Murder. She's Googling crazy shit. Somebody says Merus are winning. Merus, how? How are Merus winning? Why are they so angry? Yeah, Meru has a lot of single mothers. Eh? Tell me, who's the governor of Meru County right now? Is a man or a woman? Hello? Meru winning? Hello? You have a missed call, Meru winning. Kionis. Meru is not winning. It has not been winning for a minute. Remember, you guys also had Kiraito Muriyongi. Wamasai pia mnasema wanawina aje. Na mademu wa Masai wamereject machali wa Masai. Mademu wa Masai wanapepetu kwa hizi ya BNB mbaya sana mno. Beatings by Dre. Wazungu wamekula Masai ni aje. You know, if the Masais had remained Masais, where they never let anybody come from outside, then fine. I would say the Masais are winning. But you get the number of appointees in Masai land. Aye. Somebody asked me, when are you going back to the US? Kuna kazi yako niko nayo kufanya huko nini? Is there a job, a work you left me to give you? So unless they don't have the internet, and that's where those Arabs are winning. The Arabs are winning, my nigga. You guys in Qatar and Dubai, two things I noticed is the foreigners, the first thing they're told when they get in there, do not fuck around with a local man's wife. Local man's means a citizen's wife. Don't even say hi. You're given those instructions everywhere. Tell you the quickest way to die or to disappear is to fuck around with another man's. Don't talk to those people. Those are beyond, nobody even fucks with them. Bro, your dick cannot get hard for them. Those ones you're told, oh, those are the wives to the Emiratis or the sisters or whatever. Bro, you don't even want to look in that direction. How dare you look at, oh, bro. That's the only way you can keep your people in check. With that kind of level of fear. That's the only way you can keep those people in check. Otherwise, tokona hakoro to full time. Muna hakoro. Adimerus are winning. Governor wenyu kwanza ni team. Mnanisho nini? Bro, no eye contact, nothing. You don't want to be seen looking at her. It doesn't matter how big her diab is. It doesn't matter who she's with. It doesn't matter what car she's driving. You don't look in her direction. The fastest way to get out of those two countries is to mess around with their women. Now, come back to Kenya. Kenya, foreigners are having a field day with our women. Why? Because we are puny. We don't protect our women. We're not, so we've not put a ring around them. Look at the level of single motherhood in Kenya, very high. So our women are exposed. Imagine that's Nigeria ameingia tu hivi. Anaingia na akona do, it's flashing money. Our girls see money. The first thing they do is run towards that money. While we should make it in a way that our country, like now if you go to Qatar and you start misbehaving, bro, those guys smell you out. They're like, this is uncharacteristic. What are you doing? But it means that these Nigerians are finding safe haven in our country because they are finding people who behave exactly the way they want. So who's to blame here? We are to blame. I remember when you were growing up and we were living in these hoods. So hakuna mtu angetoka ati kijana atoke hood ingine akuje akatie demo hood yetu aje. He had to be very slick with that shit, maybe come at night when nobody is around, but he couldn't just come during the day. Because una kamkatia demo yetu aje. You as a brother, you protected your sister against all those two hyenas because you knew how the hyenas behave because you're a hyena. So if you could smell a hyena, you're like, oh, I smell a hyena, that's a hyena, and you would protect your sister. No, that doesn't exist in our country, does it? So the foreigners are coming in, they're taking the best of what we have, destroying it. Now we're left crying. No, they're not doing a bad thing. They're doing exactly what we do to ourselves. They have found a place where they can do what they're finding themselves here. Yeah, so this is who we are. So let's not even blame the foreigners. We are the ones who have left our women exposed. Our women are exposed to pastors. Your mom has been conned by 16 pastors to date. Every now and then she's moving from one pastor to the next, to the next, to the next. Kwanza unajua huyu kwanza ni mzuri sana haitishagi pesa. Huyu ni mzuri. Before you know it, she's given out her Kasubaru. Gone. She's given out an iPad. She was working on an iPad. She went to church and the pastor said, you must give painful giving. And she gave out an iPad. The radios and the TVs are busy harvesting your mothers and your grandmothers with, what are they called? Promises of grandeur. You're telling him, oh, we can just spend 80 shillings and you could win a house like this person who won a house. And your grandmother is in the shags calling you, hey, Mwagi, you got domina beer. Toma kanyamu at least. As soon as she receives that money like this, she's already sent to that radio station, 80 shillings. She'd rather not eat meat today, just hope for the best. So we left our women exposed. We know these cons. We know everything that's happening in the society, but we say nothing. Who suffers? We are the ones who are left picking up the pieces. Whether we kitni or indekni, that's where we are left. That's our position as the puny men of Kenya. We pick up the pieces. Wana cheki nani? Queen Bosset. Aitwaje hiyo jina yake ingine? What's her name? Bosset uitwaje? What's Queen Bosset's name? Kife, Kenya imitates America. Our women do one night stands, orgies and threesomes, and also hose face. He said. Marco says Kenya is in turmoil. It is losing dollar value. Tanzania are taking over Kenya. Kenya, I blame you always. Oh, Kibe, I blame you always praising Zakayo. You know, you guys need to understand one thing about this Zakayo story, okay? You need to understand one thing. I am not the problem. Yeah. I do what's best for me. So you, if you have a problem, that's you now. You pick your people, you pick your poison. You decide, this is my poison, this is what I'm going to drink. Now, I don't believe in anything. Let me put it that way. I don't believe in anything, but I believe in. I know that collaborations work, so I know it's better to collaborate. Like now, the other day, there's something my son was doing, and I got a bit frustrated looking at him, thinking you should already know that, but he didn't. So I had to tell him, okay, let's do that again. Let's do that with you, and we see how we can collaborate and fix that. Instead of me getting annoyed that you should already know it, let me fix that for you. Let's work together until we get it done. Let's put in some work. That's how I feel about any government in power. I said the same thing about Uhuru Kenyatta. I feel that we should work together, collaborate to fix things. So you stand by the sidelines and you complain and bitch. Then what? I get what you're saying. I want you want me to be annoyed the way everybody else is annoyed. Why? Why? I don't have time to be annoyed. I don't have time to be angry. No, I don't. The only time I have now is to build. So I would rather collaborate. I am a collaborator now. I would rather try and fix things, because I know in fixing there is what? So look for the problems. Come up with solutions. Let's meet at the bar. Remember, in Kenya right now, there are more bars than they've ever been. So you, if you're beaching, you beach by yourself. But in Kenya right now, there are more bars than they've ever been. Bars. I was in a club the other day called Gemini. Yeah, it's called Gemini, not Gemini, Gemini. So I was in Gemini the other day. You guys, that South Sudanese chick with a fine deer, please holler at your dog. But while I was there is a bottle that is sold for 190,000. And somebody bought 10 of those. Or am I crazy? Maybe it was 79,000. But there's a bottle, and the DJ kept repeating, the bottle has been bought again by those Nigerians on the corner there. Bottle has been bought again. So I am not paid by anyone to say anything. I am very independent. My thoughts are all independent. Yeah. It doesn't matter even whether I've ever interviewed you or not. If you go out there and fuck up, that's on you. We're still going to have to put you through the process of the Andrew Kibe show. Right? So, yes, I look at things in a very pragmatic way. Where there'll be fuck ups, there are fuck ups. I think our president is also very, how do you say it? He's very eager to please. I find that in him. He's very eager to please. He wants to please people with his speech. I think it's time now, Mr. President, you pull back a bit. Yeah. It's time you pull back a bit from all this public display and everything. And now, just let's go to work. Let's see you working. I would rather the PR be of you working than you telling us what they didn't do and what you will do. Let's see you rolling up your sleeves at the work. Let's see you at the dams, at the bridges, at the roads, at the factories, commissioning shit, quick, simple speeches and get the hell out of there. Quick, 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 quick. All these promises now, you don't need to promise us anything anymore. There's no need. You've won us already. You are the president. For the next 3 years, you just give us jobs. Not jobs, just show us what you can do. Don't tell us anymore. There's a time Kibaki was given what do you call it? A golf set. And now these guys are giving him a golf set. This guy is a Uko 80s, U85. He's telling them fast, you guys know very well, I'm not going to play golf. Number two, I have been playing golf all my life. Why give me another golf set? I'm not going to use it. I already have my favorite golf set. This is just another useless gift. Those guys didn't get it. But we need you to be like that, Mr. President. We need you to go to work and forget about us until the next elections. Stop trying to preach to us what you're doing every step of the way. I agree. You're a badass. You won the election first time round. I mean, you're everything you say you are. Now go to work. Show us. And leave the PR to other people. Now, and I'm even getting hungry. Our background in a bed sitter. Bro, check your mlango. Let me show you this door, puny ass. Your mlango ya bed sitter. Msenga nini? So, yeah, our president, yes, we agree with you on everything, and nobody is taking you away from the presidency. Just go to work and let us meet in the next election. Simple. Then we stop having this crazy back and forth with him and everybody else. That back and forth is not good for the country. We need to be quiet and work. Everybody go back to work. Whatever it is you do, go. Because now you're getting worked up about something that is none of your business. Politics is none of our business. Politics is for politicians. Are you a politician? No. Go to work. Then now we stop giving the politicians so much airtime. We stop putting so many cameras on them. And then in 5 years, we can ask them, so what did you do? But wewe unapatia mtu job, 30 minutes later umemfuata nyuma. Unaosha hapo. Mbona hujapanguza hapo nyuma ya fridge? So umpatie time alafu uta-inspect. Ukuja useme okay, hapo huko panguza, okay, hapo lakini nini, alafu sasa umpatie score, useme hapo kwa hapa uko fiti, lakini hapa na hapa improve kidogo. And then you compare them to the next person and say, I would rather have this one. Have you seen, are we together? Are we together? Kuna mtu amesema Kibe amechange, walai 2024 is the year. Hey! Stop being politicians, all of you. You guys, your opinion means shit. Nobody cares. Nobody's listening. Stop wasting your time. Are we together? You're just but pawns in this whole game. You have no voice. Your voice means nothing. So mna waste time tu mkiwa mmekasirika full time politicking. Hey, it's good for what? What are you saying? Rudi kazi. Kazi yako ni gani? Let's talk about your work. Anaongea depa. Rudi kazi. Kazi yako ni gani? Politics inakulipa, haikulipi. Unaongea nini? Kibe, umeona PK Salasia alipiga mtu ubare leo ni jana majuzi. Somebody says, go to work while the motherfuckers are killing us with taxes that they can't account for. You see the victimhood? Ukishakuwa victim, you're done. Everything. Somebody listen to this one. At a disappointing video lighting and background, America looked better on you. Where? New year, new me, my guy. New year, new me. Yeah, this is the new version of me. Take it or leave it. Yeah, so now your background inakutua sasa. Background sasa ndio unakula. New year, new me, my guy. Hii kaa inakukuasha. Then sasa you have, you know, who are you to me? Who are you to me now? Kaa hii inakuasha. You don't want me. You want, what do you want? You want my backgrounds. You want my diabs. That's what you want. You want the diabs. I'm not good enough for you. Bro, I should be good enough. Hata nikifanya kwa rooftop. It should be good enough everywhere. If it's my face. What's wrong with you? Hasa unataka nirudishe tu kofia. So ni travel na tu kofia. Na tu sculptures. Everywhere I go, I have those two. This is my background, is permanent. That's the problem with you. Change is such a big deal for you that every time you see change, you